Canada's new immigration entry process and airport rules 2025, must know. Welcome to Travel Tree, your most trusted guide for all things immigration, travel, and settling abroad. If you're planning a trip to Canada, whether for a visit, work, or to start a new life, the rules have changed significantly in 2025, and you need to be prepared. We're going to break down every single new update, from the moment you apply for your visa to the minute you step out of the airport. We'll cover major policy shifts that could affect your visa eligibility, new streamlined airport entry processes, and crucial document requirements you can't afford to miss. This is the only video you'll need to watch to understand the new digital-first approach of Canadian immigration and travel. We'll give you the inside scoop on how to navigate this new landscape smoothly, avoiding common mistakes that could lead to delays or even a refusal. Stay tuned because what you don't know could cost you your trip. Hello everyone, and a huge welcome to Travel Tree. We are so excited to bring you this highly requested and incredibly important video. The Canadian government has been rolling out a series of significant updates to its immigration and border policies throughout 2025, and these changes are designed to modernize the entire system, but they also bring new challenges for travelers and newcomers. The focus has shifted dramatically towards a digital-first approach, with stricter verification at the visa application stage and faster, more efficient processing at the border for those who are prepared. This is especially vital information for our viewers from India and the United States, two of the largest traveler demographics to Canada. So, let's get right into the heart of the matter and talk about the new entry process. The days of simple paperwork are over. The new system is built around data and digital integrity. The first and most critical change is the enhanced biometrics requirement. While biometrics have been a part of the process for a while, the new rules are making it a more integral part of the application itself. They are being used not just for identity verification but also for more advanced security screening. This means providing your fingerprints and photo is now more than just a step, it is the cornerstone of your entire application. This data is now cross-referenced with more comprehensive international databases, which is a key part of Canada's Strong Borders Act of 2025, aimed at enhancing national security and border integrity. For our Indian audience, this means that providing accurate and up-to-date biometrics is non-negotiable, and any discrepancy could lead to your visa being revoked, as per the new rules on temporary resident document cancellations that came into effect earlier this year. For our viewers in the U.S., while many of you enjoy visa-exempt status or have green cards, you need to be aware that new digital screening tools are being used at the border. The Canada Border Services Agency is now able to do more real-time checks on your digital devices if necessary, so being transparent and prepared is more important than ever. The next major update is the move toward a fully digital application process. The online portal for Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada has been completely revamped. Everything from submitting your application to uploading supporting documents and paying fees must now be done through this online portal. Gone are the days of paper-based applications for most categories. This change, which has been progressively rolled out, is now the new standard. This is fantastic news because it speeds up processing times, but it requires you to be very careful. One minor error in your application can lead to a significant delay, and rejections are becoming more common for incomplete applications. The new system is built to be efficient, not forgiving. A key tip is to always use the official IRCC portal and avoid third-party websites that claim to offer faster processing. We've heard stories of people being scammed by these unofficial sites. Stick to the official government portal. It's the safest and most reliable way to go. The third big change is at the airport itself. The Canada Border Services Agency has been installing advanced e-gates and self-service kiosks at all major international airports, especially in cities like Toronto, Vancouver, and Montreal. When you arrive, you will be directed to these kiosks. You will scan your passport, your biometrics will be verified, and you will answer a series of on-screen customs and immigration questions. This process is designed to be much faster than the old system of waiting in long lines to speak with an officer. However, it is not a free pass. Your responses at the kiosk are legally binding, and a border services officer will still be present to review your declaration and conduct a secondary inspection if any red flags appear. The new rules also grant officers enhanced authority to do so. This is why being truthful and having all your documents organized is so critical. For our U.S. friends, this streamlined process is a huge plus, but remember to have your valid U.S. passport and your green card ready if you are a lawful permanent resident. For our Indian viewers, your visa, and all the documents you use to get it, should be easily accessible. We're talking about your letter of introduction, your proof of funds, and your letter of acceptance if you're a student. The more organized you are, the faster your entry will be. If you are finding this information helpful and want to stay updated on all the new changes to immigration and travel around the world, please take a moment to subscribe to our channel. We spend countless hours researching and verifying this information to bring you the most accurate and timely advice. By subscribing to Travel Tree, you become part of a community that is always one step ahead. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button, and while you're at it, ring the notification bell so you never miss an important update. Now, let's talk about the specific requirements for different types of travelers under the new 2025 rules. For our international students, the new system is very particular. There is a new intake cap for study permits, and the government has introduced new rules for post-graduation work permits linked to a student's field of study. If you're an international student from India, your eligibility for a post-graduation work permit might now depend on what you study, which is a major policy shift. You must also be prepared to show your letter of acceptance and proof of funds at the border. For temporary workers, the rules have also been tightened. The new regulations on visa cancellations mean that if you are no longer employed or are found to be non-compliant with the terms of your work permit, your visa can be revoked and you could be removed from Canada. It is more important than ever to have a valid work permit and to follow all the rules to the letter. For permanent residents and Canadian citizens, the new rules are mostly about efficiency. Canadian citizens, including dual citizens, must now always travel on a valid Canadian passport. Lawful permanent residents of the United States are exempt from needing an ETA to fly into Canada, but they must always present both their valid U.S. green card and a valid passport from their country of nationality. The new border rules are designed to make entry for these trusted travelers even faster. Let's address some of the common questions and mistakes people are making with these new 2025 rules. A major mistake is not using the advanced CBSA declaration feature in the ArriveCan app. While using the app is no longer mandatory, submitting your customs and immigration declaration up to 72 hours before your flight can save you a significant amount of time at the border kiosks. Another common mistake is not having your documents organized in a folder. When a border officer asks for a document, you should be able to produce it immediately. Fumbling through your bags to find a document creates a red flag and could lead to a secondary inspection, which is something you want to avoid. A third mistake is not understanding the new rules for what you can bring into Canada. The new Strong Borders Act has also made changes to what you can carry. For example, there are new restrictions on certain food products, and undeclared cash over $10,000 can be seized without a warning. The new rules are tough and are strictly enforced. In conclusion, Canada's new immigration and airport rules for 2025 represent a major shift toward a more secure, digital-first, and streamlined process. It is designed to make travel easier for those who are prepared but more difficult for those who are not. The key to a smooth entry is simple: be prepared, be honest, and have all your documents ready in an organized manner. The new rules for visa cancellations, enhanced biometrics, and e-gates are here to stay, and understanding them is the first step to a successful journey. We hope this video has given you the clarity and confidence you need to navigate this new landscape. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments below. We read every single one and will do our best to help you out. Remember to like this video, share it with your friends and family who are also planning to travel to Canada, and if you haven't already, subscribe to Travel Tree and ring that notification bell. From all of us at Travel Tree, we wish you safe and happy travels.